Okay, so let's go over the AMX 50B. This is a decent game, not an ace, but it had the potential to be one, and we're gonna go through it. Just at the beginning on this particular map with AMX 50B, there or any autoloader for that matter, going over to the A side of the map is scary because you are pinnable at every turn, while other tanks and heavies are much better at hiding their junk. With the jumpy squirrel leopard there poking out. Now I see an AMX 30B because I'm going to go ahead and play mid, try to support these Armeds up here so that they can push around. I'm going to push out and take a shot. Oops. High grill. Not going to happen. I'm going to try to get a shot here. Just missed him. That's a difficult thing. I was trying to hit the top of his turret. And here comes the Leo blinking back into existence on our game. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, now that I know that the grill's over there, he's going to be watching for me because I'm a soft, squishy, juicy target for him. So I'm going to go ahead and move myself into a different position. I'm still going to try to help the hill, but I'm going to put myself in an area where I can see more around the corner than they can see me. Unfortunately, they're playing in just the right spot that I can't see them. It's very rare that you get shots there. Now, I see the ST is now pushing on the T-57, who decided that it would be a brilliant idea for him to go there. I'm going to go down. Now, I could have played where the mouse was, but I'm a little uncomfortable because that exposes my butt to anything pushing over the hill, and if I can't get around quick enough, it's a good way to take a lot of damage. And that's just personal preference. I'm going to try to do something for this ST. I'm going to bounce this beautiful shot off the front plate, lower plate of this ST because, you know, wargaming. And my APCR low rolls, which is just great. I did get a decent roll on the second one, and I'll take that. Now, I'm not going to pursue this, obviously, because E100's there, which the OBJ up there in the top corner landed a decent hit on, which really helped dictate the rest of this game for us. Because he's now a one-shot for me. This ST would be a high roll. Of course, we don't get high rolls. He missed me because he's laggy, and that's great. So I'm going to take my time, make sure that I get my pins in there, blow his turret off. It's going to hover in the air because, again, the servers are excellent after this badge, but that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and head back to the middle. I know the E100's there. I wasn't going to pursue him around the corner because I don't know what kind of TD support he has, and sticking my head out there will get me killed. Plus, the E100 had moved up to the top of the hill, giving me this wonderful side shot while I'm unspotted. Now, the IS-7 coming up here, some people may push out for it. I wasn't going to. I just, you know what they're going to do. So I waited for him to make sure that I got that clearing shot. And then I had to hush the crowd because they're yelling at me, and it makes me feel very uncomfortable. And they need to understand that I may know what I'm doing here, but that's only if we win, right? So we're down to the Jaegeru, which has now been spotted. I had no idea where he was all game. I'm going to come out here. I know where he's at. I'm going to try to get a track shot on him. I get a little unlucky. Don't hit the track. Again, it went for center of mass there. It looked like the gun just wanted to shoot left a little bit. So I'm like, okay, dispersion. We'll wait for you. Make sure we hit that shot. APCR right above the tracks in the little pinnable spot that's there on the Jaegeru on the side before you get up into his big fat fluffy sides. Now I'm going to reposition just so that I have a better shooting window and I'm more prepared for the grill here. Plus I'm reloading. Now I'm going to HE. How that doesn't pin, I don't know. Where it showed me that it hit and where it hit is different, but he didn't learn his lesson that I can shoot through the train because, you know, practice. I did go for a Hail Mary shot there on the grill. Didn't hit it. Even though I'm reloading, I'm going to pull out. I have plenty of stuff in between us, so I don't care. I'm not going to give him anything to really shoot at. If he wants to try to hit that shot, go for it. But I do know that I have enough HP to take this hit if I need to, which holds him still, allowing the 183 to take the shot. I did, again, kind of get robbed there. That should have killed him, but I did switch back to AP there in time to secure a kill. Which ended up being a good game in a 3v4 situation where we were set up to definitely win that, especially with the full HP mouse, me at half HP, and the 183 doing pretty decent with life. Now this is a class 1 mastery badge. that came pretty dang close to being a mastery. I think I was only about 40 to 50 XP short, which could have been just as much as me hitting that shot on that AMX 30B as he was coming down off the hill. But we didn't, so that's fine. Um, and of course we did get the Radley, because we're doing it. The team did pretty decently. I did not top damage. The 183 actually did a good job, but I crushed on the XP, and that's one of the reasons why I'm using this game. Um, Statistically, this is honestly just an average damage game for a lot of decent players, especially in a tank like this that has such a huge damage burst and capability of doing 3,000 plus damage games. So there's nothing really at all that special here. The efficiency is fine, but this kind of illustrates what happened. Now, I did spot the IS-7 and do engine damage to him on our first shot, which probably helped prolong the game on that right side, allowing the game to unfold the way it did. I'm not going to say it's a winning shot by any stretch of the imagination, but it was very viable, and it did play a role in it because he had to drop one of his repair kits for it in order to get back up that hill. And any resource away from the enemy team is something that we've gained, especially early on, because the game didn't last long enough for the cooldown to come off that for him to use it again had he needed it. The ST did a decent amount of damage, killed his driver, which helped quite a bit. Allowed him not to retreat all the way, so he felt the need to stay up so that he could try to do damage. So that was an important shot. Of course, the E100, all we did was kill him. The Edgar, we did damage the track on that shot. We didn't break it, but so be it. This is a big one. That 1303 damage upon spotting plays a role later on in our XP breakdown. And then our two shots for a massive whopping 397 damage, which we could have been hitting him per 500 each time if we didn't miss. Credit breakdown, we lose the monies. How this works here is the damage cause is approximately it's a little less than 33%. It's probably like almost maybe like 31% of the damage came over as XP. A little bit higher than that, maybe 32 or 31.7 something. In math we could do it, but I don't care. The assistance, this is a big one. It was 148, which is good. And the reason that was good that was just one tank. That 1300 damage based on my spotting did this. So you can see how this is one of the reasons that I do play a bit more aggressively in certain situations, especially if I know we're going to secure the win, because I can try to rack up some assistance damage. There are different coefficients for different actions taken here. Spotting, damage, tracking. Of course, tracking the tank, you get a percentage of the damage to that tank after he's tracked, done by your teammates, will go to your damage, which can be such a huge thing, but typically it's all calculated here. XP for active actions, this is spotting and doing all the other little things, damage to enemy modules and things like that. Even if they're not taking damage, you do get a little, there's a little coefficient built in there, and so that was pretty decent. The team bonus, of course, for us winning, the tanks remaining on the field, their performance in the game does play a small role in this, but I'm not 100% sure on how that works. So I don't care about that one. I care about the things that I have control over, which is my damage, my assistance, and my actions. So and what it boils down to is 1300 XP game. That's not an ace, not even top damage. So you don't you don't need to be here to have a monster game, which really illustrates how much we really did in that game. Just based on our positioning and holding the middle allowed me to control both sides of that map in a tank that's highly mobile with a lot of damage output, and that's pretty much how he played it. The AMX-50B is very very viable as a result now. The With that clip reload time and your ability to clear the clip in such a short amount of time now, it is just as good. Um, uh, Now pretty much as the T57 used to be, and one of the big differences there always was the T57's somewhat trollier armor, but his ability to get all of his shots downrange is what made the T57 such an awesome tank. The AMX-50B now has that in spades, and I imagine we'll start to see a lot more of them in the future. But thank you.